Welcome back here inside Nat Holman Gymnasium, campus of CCNY on the Upper West Side of Manhattan, with former CUNY coach Patrick Dietz. Ralph Bednarchuk with you. The defending champion Hunter Hawks, Patrick, falling in our first set, 25-14. What's wrong? What happened?
I'm not exactly sure what's wrong. You heard Ray Bello in one of those timeouts say, be aggressive. Then in another timeout, he said, be smart. The thing with volleyball, especially when you're a hitter, if you get blocked a couple of times, fear builds in your mind. And I think that's what's happened. This was a hands down, completely hands down, dominated game by Baruch. Jessica Wu, Lauren Hayden, Megan Moody did everything right, finding the ball, hitting the ball under the block, hitting the ball off the block, bombing a ball from back row. I mean, smart jump serves. This is what a championship game should look like and feel like on Baruch's side. On Hunter's side, I'd have to say right now, maybe it's just a little bit of jitters. You know, hey, we're not sure. We didn't see this exact same team the first time we played them. This is a different team. Maybe they're pulling a Rocky and they're kind of taking the shots to see just how hard you hit. Now maybe they'll come out with their game.
Hunter made very quick work earlier today. They played at 4 p.m., or I should say they played at 6 p.m. Baruch played at 4, where Baruch was able to take care of Lehman in 3 sets. But Brooklyn College gave Hunter all they could handle at 6 p.m., even though the scores weren't that close. It was sure not a cakewalk. Did it have an impact in the first set, you think?
I don't think so. I think what it is both teams played, both Baruch and Hunter played 2 teams that are completely inferior to them. These are the marquee teams in the CUNY. I would have to say, really, it's just going to come down to focus and how they come out and play the next few points. That's not a good way to start, though.
Taylor Kordich, a freshman right side from West Islip, New York, West Islip High School out in Suffolk County. A lefty couldn't get that to go down. So 1-0 Baruch. Second set underway. Jobzik. And there is Wilson. Stepping up Peralta. She got the tip off of Kordich, and it's a fast 2-0 start for Baruch. Baruch in the first set hit 412, Pat, holding Hunter to 081. They had 3 service aces, and they outdug Hunter 19-14.
And again, that's a matchup of Wu versus Lubeck. That's really the difference so far this year.
Moody with the dig. Santiago, and Wu has to safety that. Free ball Hunter. Can they do anything with it? Jobzik. Dug out there by Moody. Wu off some tape. Kordich. And it's 3-0.
Right now, Hunter just looks completely out of sorts. Kordich couldn't even get a good swing on that. The ball was set way over her shoulder, and she couldn't even get her feet or her hands to that ball.
Junior Melinda Santiago from Bellport. Also out in Suffolk County, good serve. And it's 4-0 here. Well, Ray Bello used both of his timeouts in the first set, and he may have to make a substitution here, at least on the outside, just to change things up. He does have a very deep bench, and that will help. Service error gets Hunter on the board, 4-1.
Santiago went back there and served the exact same spot. You would never think to serve a libero, because your libero is the strongest passer, but she served Tim Hurton 5 straight times pretty much, including that error.
The tip through the middle. That one dug out from Michelle Stomas. Butis, Jobzik. And Wu was also a little out of sorts. So Hunter has crawled back to within 4-2.
Wu didn't get an opportunity to transition off the net, so she couldn't take a strong enough swing, but that was a good jump.
Kordich serving. And Peralta missed. So just like that, the way it goes in volleyball is you get some quick points there, and the ball was out, so it's 4-3.
The ebb and flow of the game.
And now Wilson with her pass, and just like that, it's 4 apiece.
Miscommunication. One person looked at the other person, you get it, no one got it. So now we see what's going to happen. Now we're going to see how it's going to work out for them.
4-0, Hunter run. Woo! Great play, Hurton just to keep it alive. Wu will try again. This time they dug her. Budis, Jobzik. And incredibly, Hunter leads in the second set.
I don't think it's incredibly. I think what it is the young freshman of Jobzik is realizing, I've got to step up. I've got to bring my A game. This is a championship match. Let me do that.
Kordich, another freshman. Free ball here. Hunter, Budis, Grubler asked for it. And it'll pay off for Mallory Grubler, who had a big championship last year. She and Christine Lubeck combined for 37 kills. That duo has been quiet, but it forces Baruch to call a timeout for the first time.
And this is important right now because as Baruch set the stage for this championship in game one, this is a lollipop serve. In other words, you call the ball, you call the ball. It doesn't matter who calls it. Be aggressive, pass it, but it's an easy serve. Let's make it feel easy. It's just like practice. The ball's going to come at you nice and slow. You put it at somewhere nice and slow, and then you bang it at him as fast as you can. Great speech right there by Allison Stack.
Taylor Kordich again serving. Wu had to put it across with the left hand. Now Jobzik can blast away. And these are the top-seeded Hunter Hawks we've been expecting.
And Jobzik is stepping up big. She went up, she saw those long hands, and the first thing she thinks, tool off the outside, and that's exactly what she does.
Paulina Jobzik, just a freshman from Francis Lewis High School in Queens. Budis with a quick dump. And Hunter has rattled off now an 8-0 run.
And it's been built by the confidence of each young lady doing their part their way.
Woo! And the tip goes for her to silence the crowd.
That is a very smart play by a freshman. Took a big approach, brought her hand up nice and large like she's going to take a big swing, then stop and tip the ball just over the top of the block for a point.
Peralta, good serve at Hurton. In the middle, that's Thomas. That was dug out. Baruch will try again. Moody. That missed. Do we get hands? We did not.
All those things that Baruch was doing well in the first game, they're not doing well this game. They're not passing well. They're not staying within themselves. They're hitting tougher shots that are out balls.
Santiago. Here is Moody. That one off the tape. Trying again. Lubeck to dig it out. Now she'll hit. And Christine Lubeck, who has been kind of quiet here, through a set plus. It's 10-5.
And again, it's that matchup of Lubeck versus Wu. This time, Lubeck won the matchup.
Christine Lubeck, a senior, has had a great year. Second team all-conference last year. Likely will be first team as a senior. She's from Jackson Heights. Lubeck again. And now, last year's MVP of the final started to swing and get going. Ray Bello said this year's a senior. Christine Lubeck has got to have more tools in her toolbox.
And not just a cross-court shot. She's hit every ball right now cross-court. She's got to be able to turn that ball down the line. She's getting an open net, so life is being made easy for her. Unforced error. She's looking at tip cross-court. Megan Moody's looking at tip cross-court. Short. I think her best option should have been to go high deep to the corner, make them chase the ball.
Hunter has scored 12 of the last 13 points, making 13 out of 14 as the usually super reliable Posey Wilson couldn't handle the service. Paulina Jobzik, really high volleyball IQ for this young lady. Grubler. Lubeck, dug out there. Budis will try her way again. Posey Wilson, great save. And Moody with another unforced error against Baruch.
Megan Moody has not been able to transition off the net. She gets caught right inside the 10-foot line by the Y instead of getting outside beyond the court so that she could take a sharper approach and hit that ball into the court.
Alina Jobzink back from a recent bad ankle injury. Oh, and the big put away.
Net violation by Mallory Grubler. That saves Baruch. This looks like a runaway play. It looks like a runaway play, but it's not. I have a feeling that once Baruch gets into a rhythm, they're going to start putting the ball away the way they did in the first game, but I'm not sure if they're going to be able to win the game itself.
So the point to Baruch, making it 14-6. Butis able to deflect that across. Woo, good dig there, Jobzink. Lubeck, and the put away for Baruch, 14-7.
This is the matchup that Baruch wants. This front row right now versus Lubeck. This front row versus Lubeck, just like that block.
So it's Hunter now leading by 7 after leading by as many as 8. Grubler, and she tried to go well across the line.
That was a smart shot idea, just poorly executed. She didn't snap her wrist enough. That ball kind of waffled and flailed out.
Mallory Grubler getting cleared this morning to play in this championship match as a senior. Grubler again, and that's why she wants to play in it. Big swing.
And it's funny, you look at her, and it doesn't seem like she's really moving well, and then she does something like that. I think, looking at it, someone has to be able to give her an opportunity to not bear so much of the weight of winning this game on her shoulders.
Mallory Grubler was all set to be a Division I player, changed her mind at the last moment before going to Hunter rather than Binghamton. She had a broken foot against NYU early in the year, never complained at all. Finally got cleared, it got more swollen. It's been a 4-year starter dealing with it, but she and her great friend, Christina Lubeck, both from Cardozo High School, they love to close out their careers. They have a championship.
Right now, all right? Swing at the ball.
Assistant coach Justin Stack getting in the middle there. Husband of head coach Allison Stack basically saying, hey, let's have fun again. Let's get back in there and play like we did in the first game. Let's not recoil. We don't need to do that. Let's go out and play.
Jessica Wu, and there is Cornish with a dig.
That's a big play right there. That mishandled set actually gives Baruch an opportunity to send their best jump server back there and rip a few balls at Hunter.
Their best jump server, Jessica Wu. 5 straight CUNY Rookie of the Week. She is the clear-cut favorite to be Rookie of the Year, maybe Player of the Year. Quick finish inside. Lauren Hayden, haven't mentioned her name much.
Well, she just got back in the game. She's been on the bench this whole time. Now she's finally back in. And of course, you ride that battery. You keep putting the shells in the gun and keep firing until it's done. Another big serve by Wu.
Wu bringing Baruch back. They're within 4. This is a 12-5 game at one point.
Hunter just took out Kim Hurt and sent Mallory Grubler in to pass.
And that's where they go. But they don't have to pay for it. Point for Hunter.
Luckily, that ball went right into Mallory Grubler's arms and right to Lauren Hayden. And you saw her salivating and just missed the swing right into the middle of the net.
That was a free hamburger there waiting. And then the tip by Lubeck.
Posey Wilson seems a little out of sorts right now. I'm looking at her on the court. You folks can't see it on the camera, but I'm looking at it. It seems like she might have a puffy eye. Maybe something got into her eyes and in her contacts, and she might be having a problem seeing the ball. Big swing by Peralta. Is that Peralta?
That's actually Jacqueline Dugas. Just came in from Saratoga Springs. Allison Stack putting in a different outside hitter. She has 4 of them and she can generally use. She's their number 3. And when she gets going, Dugas is kind of an X factor for this Baruch team. Doesn't even get blocked by Allison Stack, who was a Division II outstanding middle blocker at Bryant College. So that gives you a sense of how good she is. Her coach can't block her. Here's Dugas again. Or rather, that was Peralta that missed outside.
They were looking for a touch call right there, and they didn't get it. The ball kind of bounced off the top of the net now.
Serving for the Hawks.
18-12 Hunter. Great rescue there, and Hatfield has a finish after Jobzik really kept that ball alive.
Nice quick little flick with the wrist right up to the net, and Hatfield basically had nowhere to hit this ball. Hayden cranks it, and then Jobzik, nice job. Boom, turn around and kill.
Lubeck at Wilson.
Tight ball.
And the pass from Wu to Peralta threw her off a bit.
It's seeming the way Hunter was in the first game is where Baruch is right now. They're not getting the scramble plays. They're not getting the broken play points that they were in the first game where it was a runaway. This one right now is a runaway. It's a complete flip. I'm going to say that anyone who's on the right-hand side has to play better.
Okay, so good job. Good way to be aggressive and set the ball tight. We'll go after that ball. But let's just be a little bit better about being aggressive right now. Get some rhythm right here, okay? This is a game of momentum right now, and it is not even close to me.
I don't have to translate that. It's real simple. Volleyball is a game of ebb and flow right now. Justin Stack said it well. Let's just get a side out and get into a rhythm. Let's just get into a rhythm. The game is way from being over. We're not done. Let's just get into rhythm. Basically, he's asking the girls to settle into themselves, pass a good ball, set a good ball, hit a good ball. The ABCs of volleyball, pretty much.
This second set at one point was 4-0 Baruch, believe it or not. Butis, the setter, and Hatfield had to pop it across. Wu, and she finds some landing room.
She's gonna have to start hitting the way she did in the first game, finding smart areas to put the ball in play and not challenge the block as much. Back row, find the seam in between the two players, middle back. Great serve.
Another ace for the Bearcats. They have 5 of them tonight.
Lauren Hayden kept that ball low and flat to the top of the net. You can't read that ball. It makes it very hard to pass.
Hayden already 2-time second-team All-CUNY. Free ball, Santiago. And through the middle, it lands right down beautifully there for Michelle Stomis.
An immediate timeout from Ray Bello. They've got a big lead. You don't want to give Baruch a chance to get in rhythm. He's breaking their rhythm, what Justin Stack had just asked him to do. So now, hey, timeout. Listen, ladies, let's not let them get back into the game. Let's keep them where they're at. Let's keep them 5 down. Let's not let them race back into this game.
If you're just joining us, with former coach in the CUNY Conference, Patrick Dietz, Ralph Pinarchik with you at our CUNY Con-Edison Game of the Week. This is the CUNY Athletic Conference Women's Volleyball Championship match. The first set taken by the Baruch Bearcats on Lexington Avenue in the city, 25-14. This second set by Hunter College, 20-15. They're also located on Lexington Avenue.
It's usually called the Battle of Lexington during the season.
Here we're on the Upper West Side.
Yeah.
There is no name for that. We're at Nat Holman Gym at CCNY as Peralta missed the shot down the line. 21-15 of this historic gym that's among the oldest gyms in New York City. Nat Holman, great former coach here at CCNY men's basketball. Only team to ever win the NIT and NCAA championship. Back then, I believe back in the 40s.
This is the first year of the NCAA championship too, actually. Big swing.
Butis safing it across. Santiago. Michelle Stomis. Great save there by Lubeck, but couldn't be kept alive.
Hey, actually had a chance to touch the ball.
Malika Santiago serving.
21-16 as that one came right our way.
I love that. It doesn't matter. Every time we've done a championship, a ball has come my way. I thank you, Ralph. I thought I was retired.
On the magnet.
You are.
Cordish.
Big swing off the block. Cordish took a very good approach. She was a little bit under the ball. Because of that, instead of trying to crank hard, she tries to go around the block, which was a smart move on her part.
She is a right side player. Suffolk all-county team last year at West Islip. And now a service ace here for Hunter. It's Cordish again.
Allison Stack just walked up to Posey Wilson again. I'm looking at her, it does look like she has tears in her eyes. I think something had gotten into her eyes in her contacts and she's having a hard time seeing the ball. That's another ball that kind of got up on her shoulders and she didn't get her forearms to.
Safety, oh, a beautiful little dump from Melinda Santiago.
That's a smart little move. You've got 3 very big hitters coming at you, and then you just kind of flick it over the net. Everyone's sitting back waiting for you to set a big hitter. They're not expecting you to just chip it over the net like that. Great serve.
Oh, and Peralta able to tie up Alyssa Jagenjak, the junior out of Bryant High School, native of Astoria, for an ace.
Kind of low flat ball, had a little bit of a negative trajectory, falling backwards.
Again they go at Jagenjak. And very quickly she's going to be subbed out. And back in is Jacqueline Hadfield. This one that looked like a runaway. The Hawks trying to survive and even this up at a set apiece, 23-19. Remember, you played a 25 in women's college volleyball, and it's win by 2. And that one hurts.
Smart substitution. You don't have a timeout to use. You use your substitutions as timeout. That's exactly what Ray Bello did. Broke Peralta's ability to concentrate on her serve. Oh, they're bringing in a blocking sub right now. They're bringing the freshman in as a blocking sub to go up against Moody.
Lucia Stasik in the middle, right side of your picture now, as the freshman of Polish descent, Paulina Jabzik to serve. Sky is the limit, says Coach Ray Bello, that Allison Stack is going to have to worry about here. Woo! And Stasik was all out of sorts.
That's not her natural position. She's normally a middle and trying to hit a ball that's coming over your shoulder, opposite side. Now you got to try to contort your body to hit that ball, and she had no opportunity with that.
Posey Wilson came over 4 years ago from Fayetteville, Arkansas, but on set point, a service error by the senior gives it to the Hawks, 25-22.
But
20.
What happened was they built momentum. Short serve. It was an aggressive serve. It was a smart serve, but they built momentum. And right now, after this break, we're going to see if we're going to get game 1 Baruch or game 2 Baruch.
Third set should be awesome. The Hunter Hawks, the defending champions, looking like it in the second set, 25-20. Back for the third after this. You're watching the CUNY Economist in Game of the Week.